Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Orlando Orbits and the Cleveland Browns. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Might have won back-to-back Heisman trophies if the ballot had come after the national championship games that he and Clemson played in. Against Alabama. But when you watch him on the field, you realize why coordinators and head coaches want to bend their offense to his talents, because when he's got the ball in his hands, he can be magical at times.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, Henley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense. Man, it's good to see you. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top of the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give right side. Henley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Number 10.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every...
And the pressure gets to him again.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Makes the score Browns 10.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Little. He got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
It's a gain of 20.
Throwing on 1st down. Little, flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
16 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plan's for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Over 1st and 10. At their own
getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. On 1st down, Little. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
A loss of 9.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Know where to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Taken down.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Operating from the gun, Little. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st and 10, Little.
Really?
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Orlando.
Throwing on first down, Little. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Greer. Touchdown! A big play there. 62 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Great corner route there. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Little. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Orlando, first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down and